So if a man is in a position where he neglects most of his own needs and his own life, and he is overly focused on his mother's needs in her life, and so if he isn't doing things for her, then he is thinking about what he can be or should be doing for her, and this is what is normal, then he is not going to realize that he is out of balance. And so in order for him to wake up, he may need to have some kind of breakdown or to get into a relationship. Because if he was to, let's say, get into a relationship, his partner will be able to see, most likely, that he is living in the wrong way. Because he won't have much time for her, he won't have much time for himself, and his own life is going to be heavily watered down. And so he will be very diminished. And if she was to bring this up, there can be resistance, and he can accuse her of being selfish or needy or as having something against his mother. But hopefully as time goes on, he will be able to see clearly and to wake up. And if this was to happen, and this could take many months, and he was to just think about living his own life and drawing the line with his mother, then he may find that he feels guilty and ashamed, and he could feel anxious and fearful. And so he will have the emotional need to behave in the same way, but intellectually he will want to change his life. But although he will have this need, he can feel deep down that he essentially needs his mother's permission, and that he needs her all clear. He needs her to say, well, it's okay, I've been taking advantage of you for so long, and it's now time for you to live your life, or something similar. And after this has taken place, he will then feel as though he is able to gradually break away. Of course, there will be work that he needs to do, but a big part of him can feel this way. And most likely, if his mother is completely unaware, let's say, and she expects him to be there for her, and she believes that he is responsible for her, then this is unlikely to happen, because she won't be aware of what is going on. She won't be aware of the fact that she is using her son and that he has his own life to lead, and that she is responsible for herself. This is not going to stand out, most likely. And so she is then not going to say to him, it's time for you to live your life. And how she is now that he's an adult is likely to be how she was when he was a child. And so during the stage of his life, she probably used him to meet some of her adult and unmet childhood needs. And so his needs will have been overlooked. Most of his needs will have been overlooked, and he would have had to have focused on his mother's need to be there for her. And he would have come to believe that there was something wrong with his needs and his self. And so if he didn't focus on her needs at this stage of his life, he may have been punished, disapproved of, and or abandoned, and this most likely would have taken place anyway. And so he will be in an emotionally underdeveloped state, and he will carry a lot of pain. And so now that he's an adult, not pleasing his mother, not being there for her, will be seen as something that will cause him to be harmed or abandoned, and for his life to come to an end. And so this is why he will believe that he needs her all clear. But of course, now that he's an adult, it will be up to him to give himself permission. Because if he doesn't do this and he waits for his mother, his life will just pass him by, and he won't be able to make the most of the life that he has been given, because he won't be able to go back in time. And so while giving himself permission won't completely liberate him and allow him to live his own life, because he will have the inner work to do. It will be an important step in him being able to break away and to live his own life. So if you're a man and you can relate to this, then I will say to you, it's time for you to give yourself a mission to live your own life. And as I've said, this won't completely transform your life, but it will be an important step. And there will also be the emotional work and the trauma that you will need to deal with. And you may need to reach out for external support. But the main thing is that you no longer suffer in silence and neglect yourself, because you are here to live your own life. To find out more about the services that I offer and how I can assist you on your journey, go to www.oliverjrcooper.co.uk or email me at info@oliverjrcooper.co.uk. I'm looking forward to assisting you on your journey.